why hiding will not help you. Yes, why hiding will not help you build your personal brand. That is what I'll be speaking about today. Alright, there are people who say that you can build your brand without showing your face and all that, and you have a massive brand, and probably they might have a course or something to offer you. What they are simply doing is trying to not make you face the reality that you need to face if you want to have a personal brand. Alright, I know you have this excuse that maybe I am an introvert, I am shy, I cannot appear before the camera, I cannot go live, and because of that we tend to shrink, we tend to just stay in our hole. Right? Man, I think it is time for you to do away with that, because in our present era, attention, visibility is the currency of our time. Attention and visibility is the currency of our time. So if you are eating, you won't be seen. And if you are not seen, you won't be known. That is why in recent times, if you check the social media space, you've had all manners of people, even people that, let's say 10 years ago, will be considered to be, they will be considered not to be, how will I put it, 10 years ago, they cannot even come out to do the things they are doing, being celebrated on social media, right? Why? Because the people that were meant to come out and share their valuable information, transfer the right value and culture, didn't do that. They were all hiding. That is why you now have people, you have all manners of people that you call celebrities, no sense of value, no sense of culture. They are just there, and they are celebrated by even your children, right? So now is the time for us to step out and show up. Now is the time for us to make impact. Now is the time for us to share value, to change the narrative in our society, right? We've left the space for all manners of charlatans, for all manner of people that in the past they wouldn't have had the guts to do that. But now they are the one taking the space. They are the one people now call influencers. They are the ones shaping culture. You understand? They are the ones shaping the narrative, right? This shouldn't be so. So you can see that there is no need for you to hide. If you are hiding, you are just delaying the time of your manifestation. If you are hiding, you are just delaying the impact you can make, the growth that you can experience. So what I'm telling you now is that you don't need to hide. Now let me just briefly talk about your personal brand has to do with you, while your corporate brand has to do with the company. So for the fact that you work in a company that is highly recognized, a company that is known, a company that has a very solid brand, that doesn't in any way get transferred to you. You understand? You are recognized because, okay, you work in that company. But once you leave that company, who are you without your company? That simply means without your company, without the brand of your company, definitely you have no personal brand of your own. So the fact that you work in a reputable company or organization does not mean that you shouldn't build your own personal brand. Right? So this week I'll be starting a new series on the personal brand blueprint, how to have your own personal brand and blueprint. But today I'm talking about the reason why you shouldn't hide anymore. I remember then I wasn't doing videos. I was just simply writing. And I had something from John Obidi. It says something that the people, now I am paraphrasing, I might not actually put it the exact way he said it, but he said that video content will always take, as far as social media is concerned, video content will always take preeminence over any form of content you put on social media. Yes, your video content will take number one priority. You understand? Take number one priority before any other type of content you put on social media. I was really deep in writing. I could write for Africa, right? Write. But I noticed that my influence was kind of limited, because let's face the fact, on social media people watch more videos than they read. Let's even face the fact, how many people read? So people watch videos more than they read. So if all you've been doing is to hide behind the screen to write, to hide behind the screen to just put other people's pictures to depict, to go along with your writing, you are simply just hiding yourself. You are not putting yourself out there to make your brand known, your own personal brand known, for people to know you. Alright, that is all you've been doing. So when I started doing video, I now see that the impact I'm making now is far much compared to when I was just writing. I still write, right? But because then I was just hiding behind the scene. You get hiding behind the scene. But for how long will you keep hiding behind the scene? For how long will you just stay behind the scene and not get known? It is very important that we get visible. You get, being visible does not mean you are proud. You understand? We are the light of the world. So we need to shine forth that light. You understand? Not hide behind and complain how bad the world has gone, when we all have the stage, you get me, to actually make our impact in the world, to actually change the narrative, to actually make a positive impact. You get that? So if you want to build your personal brand, you have to normalize showing your face. That is the first thing. You have to normalize showing your face. I know it might be a tedious task for a whole lot of people. It was for me too, I must confess. It took me a long time to get comfortable coming online, you understand, to show my face. It took me a lot, but where there is a will, there is a way. You get, where there is a will, there is a way. The first step is for you to have that desire to come online. You don't need to come on live like I am doing. I started appearing live, I think maybe 2 years ago or thereabout. Alright, that was when I started appearing live. Most of the videos that I did were pre-recorded. So I record, edit. Right, so I recorded even videos that I couldn't even put out there online. But with time, I started getting more confident to show up live. Because then you want to go on live, but you don't actually have what to say. You just turn on the camera, you are live, but it just seems as if then when I turn on the camera, even a pre-recorded camera, a pre-recorded video, even when I just come on live or put the camera before my face, I'll just realize that I will just go numb. Like, I wouldn't be able to say anything. Like, I'll be like, guy, wow, now so this is difficult, Rich, because it will be as if you have a million people looking at you. Besides, you're just alone with your phone, all right, in your room. Yet it will still feel as if the world is all on you. So it was a very difficult task, but with time I started getting comfortable with it, doing pre-recorded videos again and again, because I knew with that I had the information. It's not that I don't know what to say, but then I was just like, I want to say something, I can't say it, I can't just put my thoughts together. Until I started sitting down to say, okay, this is what I want to say, let me write it out. Right? Something that if you have a conversation with me, without a camera, I can just keep talking for 1 hour over. branding, sales, marketing. But when the camera now comes, I'll be like, nothing to say. So you can see that when you start getting comfortable with the camera, start showing up live, it becomes easier for you. So you must normalize showing your face. If you want to build a brand that is known, you must normalize showing your face. Check out your musicians. Do they hide? They don't hide. Check out your skit makers. Do they hide? They don't hide. That is why today they are known. Right? And why must you even show your face? It makes people link the message to the messenger. When you do videos, usually that's probably some people will do a video and they use a computer recorded voice. You get, they just write and an AI voice will just read out what they've done. They gather pictures from the internet or videos from the internet and they put it out there and they say they want to grow their personal brand. My dear, you're not growing your personal brand, because most of the things you're using won't grow your personal brand. So, for instance, it will get to a point where even if you don't see my video, that is, if you are a regular viewer of my video, it will get to a point where just by listening to my voice, you will know I am the one. There will be that recognition. Or when you see me on the streets, right, you will know I'm the one. Or you see me at an event, you will know I am the one. Why? Because you've been able to link my face to my message. So it is important to show your face so that there will be that linkage between the message and the messenger. So as far as branding is concerned, I am the messenger, right? The brand master, the messenger. So you will link the face. Say, when it comes to branding, it is Michael Opine, right? You have linked the face, you understand, with the messenger. So if you want people to link you with what you do, then you need to normalize showing your face. Then it's also a sign of confidence and belief in the message by the messenger. So by coming online now to talk about personal branding, it's a sign of confidence for me that, yes, I am confident about what I am saying. And because I am confident about what I am saying, I don't need to hide. Right? Yeah, I am. You're seeing me. And the more confident I am about what I do, the more convincing it will be for you to say, oh, I've been seeing that guy. He appears often. He's confident about what he's doing. Yes, he says a lot of facts. That alone will be convincing enough if you want to do business with me. But when you are hiding your face, how do you want people to do business with you? Right? Remember, you are not a corporate brand that has been established that would not have a particular face linked to that particular brand. That is why they have different brand influencers. Corporate brands do not have a particular face linked to that brand, and even if they are going to have a face, it will be part-time, right? Because they can always change influencers. But for your personal brand, you must show up. You must link your face to your message so that people will have that confidence in you. And you also have confidence in yourself too, right? Then it also makes people accept you and your message. When the more people keep listening to you, the more people start listening to you, the more they come to accept you and accept your message, right? They will come to accept you and accept your message. Why? Because they have been seeing you, they have been listening to you, and from listening to you, they can easily assess if you are smart or you're not smart, if you are still growing, if you're still learning and all that. So they can easily make their evaluation. But when you hide behind the screen, you are limiting the decision-making process. It will take them a longer period of time before they can do business with you, compared to when they can easily evaluate you and know, okay, I think I can do business with this person. So your personal brand requires that you normalize showing your face. So I hope this message sinks. Normalize showing your face. I am Michael Lupine, the brand master. I help you in getting visible, right? Increase your sales, your marketing your products, and also advertising. And I believe I've shared one or two valuable information that you can use. Go use them. That's the most important thing. The important thing about information is the usage, right? Not even the information itself. If you have all the information in this world and you don't take any action, such information will become valueless, becomes useless to you. All right, so that's the most important thing is for you to take action. I hope that helps. See you in the next one. The Brand Master signing out. Michael Lupine on this one, signing out.